back to my channel. Today I have a monthly September message for all of the Pisces out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it will not resonate with every single Pisces out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. Welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Eileen Rouse. I'm a psychic intuitive and spiritual coach, and I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every week right here on this channel. Without further ado, let's get into your message, Pisces. All right, Pisces, you know the drill. We are going to do a 9-card draw. If we need to clarify any cards already on the table, we will do so with a separate deck. Let's get shuffling. Angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters, what information and what insight can you offer Pisces this month? What information and what insight can you offer Pisces this month? Wow. All right. Pisces, you are starting out with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So what I sort of feel this is saying is that if you are currently struggling with your finances right now, like if you feel that you are not abundant, you just got another 10. So you really need to look at 1010. 1010 is an angel number that I feel the angels are really trying to express to you right now. The importance of that which you think and feel is really going to create your reality. This is very interesting so far, Pisces. Let's keep drawing to see what we get. Yeah. Pisces, what is going on with you? Okay. All right, Pisces. This is going to be very interesting because you have 3 10s on the table. You are the first sign today that I will have to do clarifiers, but all right, let's get started. Pisces, where you currently are, you are at the 10 of Pentacles in reversed. So what I feel this is really saying here, Pisces, is that you are really not really picking up on how prosperous and abundant and grateful you really are. I really feel that you're only seeing things from a very monetary perspective, and what Spirit is really trying to guide you towards here, Pisces, is that you need to learn to be a little bit more grateful for the things that you currently do have. When you can recognize the gratitude or the graciousness that is currently in your life, no matter whether it's monetary or not, just looking at everything, you tend to pull in a very different kind of energy when you do that. When you can come from a place of gratitude, you end up recognizing how lucky, how fortunate, how abundant and prosperous you really are. I really feel that the only thing you're focusing on here, Pisces, is the monetary things. You're only focusing on the finances, and you're sort of telling yourself constantly and repeatedly, it's not enough, it's not enough, it's not enough. The more of that kind of mindset that you continue to focus on, the more you are going to see that in your reality. I am going to draw a clarifier for this card because I want to see what advice Spirit has for you in regards to this 10 of Pentacles in reversed. So angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters. Why is this 10 of Pentacles in reversed here for Pisces? Why is this 10 of Pentacles here in reversed for Pisces? Okay, let's see. Yes, okay. You got justice in reversed. You literally got justice in reversed. Okay. So what this really tells me here, Pisces, is that with this 10 of Pentacles, you are only seeing things from a very small lens. And you feel that you are not abundant or prosperous because you're not seeing the monetary value. You're not seeing the money come in. You're not seeing the money flow. But what Spirit wants you to recognize is that it's more than just about the money. Abundance and prosperity comes in many different forms. If you can learn to be grateful for what you have, you will recognize right away how abundant and prosperous you are. Your advice is the Justice card in reversed. And what I want to point out here with the Justice card is that the Justice card talks about the law of cause and effect. And what it basically says is whatever effect, whatever cause you put out, you get a matching effect with it. Whatever effect comes from a specific cause, right? It also talks a little bit about the law of attraction. And the law of attraction states that like attracts like. So if all you're focusing on here, Pisces, is I'm poor, I'm poor, I'm poor, I'm poor, guess what? All you're going to constantly see is how poor you really are. If all you're focusing on is how much money you don't have, then guess what? All you're going to see is how much money you don't have. It's going to give you exactly what you put out, right? The law of cause and effect says that whatever effect you give out, it's going to give you that cause that matches that effect, right? I want you to look very closely at this Justice card and how you have both a dark version and a light version, right? What this is telling me is that you're not aligned to your soul truth. You are not recognizing how prosperous and abundant you really are because you're not coming from a place of gratitude. I know that's not probably what you wanted to hear here, Pisces, because it does sound like you're being very ungrateful. But I want to point out here that what Spirit is really telling you, you're in a very dark place right now where all you're seeing is things of monetary value. And that isn't going to bring you happiness. Money does not bring you happiness. That is the important thing here, Pisces. Now, I'm not saying this is for every single Pisces. Remember, you take with you what resonates from this, because if this doesn't resonate with you, what I'm saying right here, then that means that piece is not for you, okay? Now, what is your theme this month? Your theme this month is the 10 of Swords, okay? The 10 of Swords speaks about an ending, okay? A 10 represents the end of a bad cycle. So all of these challenges, all these obstacles, all of these, situations or circumstances or individuals that have backstabbed you, that have hurt you, that have wounded you, you're now having to face it, right? You're having to sort of face how all of these obstacles, all of these challenges, all of this backstabbing, all of this pain has sort of put you in this place of being ungrateful, of recognizing you're not recognizing your worth and you're not recognizing your value here, right? So your theme this month is to heal. Your ultimate theme is to heal. You need to heal these old wounds. You need to recognize them and see them for what they are and heal them appropriately. That is your theme this month. Now, what are you accomplishing this month? We have the Four of Pentacles, okay? So what the Four of Pentacles really talks about here is it talks about a foundation, and it talks about that sense of security that one feels. But I feel that you are so closed off and you are hoarding everything in your life because you are not seeing the value of what you currently have. You feel like just isn't enough. But what I want to point out is notice how balanced, notice how the foundation is here. It's very stable. So Spirit is letting you know that even though you feel that you are not financially secure, Spirit is letting you know you are. You are in fact financially secure, because life is not just about money, okay? Prosperity and abundance comes in many different forms. It comes in the forms of people, the people that love you, the people that support you. It comes in, the food that you have, in your fridge, the roof that you have over your head. It's about all of those things. It's not just about the money. And what I want to point out here is that I feel that what you are accomplishing here is that you're learning to see how You're learning to see the bad habits and the bad behaviors that you have that are associated around money, all of the pain that you have had to deal with in the past that deal around money, and you're learning to open up a little bit more and recognize that you are supported, that you are secure where you are, okay? Now, what do you need to avoid this month? You have the King of Pentacles, okay, in reversed. A King of Pentacles in reverse talks about greed, okay? And I really feel that what you need to avoid is that constant repetitive belief and thought about there isn't enough to go around. I don't have enough to survive. That is what you need to avoid. A King of Pentacles is someone who has more than enough that he's willing to share. But when it's in reversed, it's really talking about like, I want to collect as much as I possibly can because I feel that I won't be able to survive without it, right? And your unwillingness to share. You have to recognize here, Pisces, that there is more than enough to go around for everyone. There is plenty to go around for everyone. You really have to change your behaviors, your thought patterns, the beliefs that you have associated with that. This is what you need to avoid. You need to avoid this mentality that you have to hoard everything because you're afraid that you won't be able to survive without it. Now, what do you need to embrace? You have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a 10. Now, remember, your first two cards were both 10s, and now you have this card, the Wheel of Fortune, which is underneath the 10 of Pentacles. So you have 3 10s here. So 10s are a very important number that you're going to want to yourself look up. 10 reduces down to a 1. So 10s represent an ending, but when it reduces down to a 1, it represents a new beginning, right? So here's what I want to point out. This Wheel of Fortune is basically stating that the energy that you give is the energy that you receive. So the Wheel of Fortune moves in either a good luck way or it moves in a bad luck way, right? But recognize that energy is energy. It doesn't pick sides. It doesn't choose good or bad. It just responds to the energy that you're giving out. So if you are constantly giving out energy of, I need to collect more, I don't have enough, I'm constantly poor, then that's the energy it's going to give you, okay? I want to point out here that this Wheel of Fortune, you cannot wield it. You cannot move it in the direction that you want. It's really based off of your thoughts, your beliefs, and what you feel as to how this Wheel of Fortune goes. The Wheel of Fortune talks about your destiny, your path, right? And what I want to point out here is that you have the potential to change your perspective of where you are in life and see things from a much different perspective. But you have to be willing to do the work, Pisces, in order to change that perspective. That's what this Wheel of Fortune states. Now, what is the obstacle that you face? You have the 7 of Swords in reversed, okay? When I look at a 7 of Swords, I'm really looking at a type of energy that is sort of sabotaging in a way. When the 7 of Swords is in reversed, I really feel that the obstacle here is really about you trying to get away with as much as you possibly can and not asking for the help that you need. It's important to recognize here that I feel that what Spirit is really telling you here, Pisces, is that you know where you struggle, where your pitfalls are. You know where you need the assistance and the guidance. And it's going to be up to you to seek out that guidance from others that will be able to help you change your thought patterns, change your perspectives, whether you need to hire a coach, whatever that might be, whether you need to actually do shadow work to really address the insecurities that you feel with your financial abundance and security. Whatever that may be, Pisces, you need to do that. This is what you need to, is what you're going to face. You're going to face yourself. You're going to face that self-sabotaging self that is going to try to prevent you from living this lavish, luxurious lifestyle that you are wanting, but you don't know how to achieve it, right? So what is the support that you have this month? What I want to point out here is that you have the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords really speaks about the fears that one has. And I feel that you have a lot of fears associated with your lack of security and financial abundance. But I want to point out here that the fears, they're just illusions, right? You believe them so wholeheartedly that you feel that they're going to become a reality, and that's what keeps you up at night. So I am going to draw a clarifier here to see what advice Spirit has for you, because this is really about what support do you have. So what support and advice does Spirit have for you in regards to this fears and the illusions that you've created regarding your financial security? Angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters, why is the 9 of Swords here for Pisces? Why is the 9 of Swords here for Pisces? Why is the 9 of Swords here for Pisces? What advice do you have regarding this 9 of Swords? What advice do you have regarding this 9 of Swords? Why is this 9 of Swords here? Oh, do we want that one? No. Why is the 9 of Swords here? Okay. Okay. All right. So the advice that you have in regards to this 9 of Swords, the fears and the illusions, remember this is your support. What they're wanting you to focus on is the 6 of Cups, right? So what from your past, what memories do you have from your past that you need to learn to nurture and heal, right? I really feel that this is really about some inner child wounding, like shadow work that needs to take place in regards to your financial security. Because we have the 2 of Wands as well, right? And the 2 of Wands really speaks about the vision that we create for ourselves for our future, right? It really speaks about organizing and planning our future, recognizing that we want a better future for ourselves, but we need to take the necessary steps towards achieving that future, right? So that is the support that you have in regards to that. So I really feel that what this is saying is that you need to do some shadow work, Pisces. You are being called to really learn to face your fears and these illusions head on and recognize what parts of yourself are wounded that require you to really face it and learn to heal it. Heal it from a very loving, nurturing way. What is your action this month? You have the Chariot here, okay? And the Chariot really speaks about, action. It is a 7, so it represents, it's a sacred number, which represents traveling along your sacred path. What I really feel this really represents here for you, the action, is that you need to actually do the work. You need to actually take action. You're in control of where you're going. And the only way that you can get to where you want to go is by you taking the lead in your own healing process, Pisces. So what is the advice and the encouragement that you have from Spirit? You have the High Priestess. This is a great card because this really represents that your intuition, that part of you that is connected to divine source, that part of you that is connected to the wisdom of all, will be able to provide you with the necessary steps, will be able to lead you towards freedom that you are seeking. I really feel that this is about freedom. It's really about you recognizing that, you recognize that you have this problem and you're just trying to figure out, how do I go about resolving this issue? What I love about the High Priestess is the High Priestess represents the duality, right? Everything that we see in the physical and everything that we don't see. And it also represents the shadow aspect. It represents the light aspect, the white aspect, and the shadow aspect. I really feel that what Spirit is really bringing to your attention here, Pisces, is that you are being called to do some shadow work, some deep soul searching within yourself, and learning to embrace the wounded parts of you so that you can embrace all aspects of yourself. I do want to draw an additional oracle card to see what additional information and insight Spirit has for you here. So angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters, what additional information and insight can you offer Pisces this month? What additional information and insight can you offer Pisces this month? What additional information and insight can you offer Pisces this month? What additional information and insight can you offer Pisces this month? What additional information and insight can you offer Pisces this month? What additional information and insight can you offer Pisces this month? Additional information and insight can you offer Pisces this month? Additional information and insight can you offer Pisces this month? Ooh. Oh, this is why it took a while here, Pisces. I absolutely love this. All right, you got number 46, which is Root Girl, the disowned self. This is really about shadow work. This is about that inner child, that wounded self that needs to be healed, needs to be sought after, needs to be nurtured and loved and accepted. I want to point out that this is a 46, which reduces to a 10, which is another 10. So that means you've gotten 4 10s. And remembering that in order for you to become who you're wanting to become, and in order for you to have this new reality or this new vision that you are desiring, you have to let go of the wounded self and embrace it in order to create a new reality for yourself. So let's see what the book has to say about number 46. Absolutely love this for you, Pisces, because this is going to match up so well. So here's what we have. Number 46, Root Girl. The disowned self, hidden beauty, the need for acceptance and love. Root Girl sits shivering, unclean and naked at the base of the tree of the self. She is unloved, unwanted, and shunned for her deformities. She has no home, but is safe burrowing underground to dwell near the deepest roots of this sacred tree. Who is she to you? Could this urchin be the one part of you that reintegrated can lead you to wholeness and true purpose? This is a part of you, the embodiment of a deeply flawed perception of your failures, manifesting as guilt and shame. When you project envy onto others, or any emotion or instinct that you've learned to repress or deem unnatural, it's this homeless child self crying for attention, acceptance, and love. You want to lash out, ignore it, push it aside, all the while refusing to acknowledge this ugly quality as belonging to you. But if you would only look into the Root Girl's eyes and see the beauty and the unmet need, your unmet need, you would realize that this part of you asks for your compassion and understanding. This part of you was born when you were wounded and were conditioned to believe you're not whole, that your expression of self is somehow too much or too little. You may have even inherited this creature from your ancestors. However it was this child's self came to be, curled up at the roots of your sacred tree self, it's time to welcome her into your heart. When you do, everything you've been searching for becomes illuminated, and your path lights up with renewed purpose. When you come to love Root Girl and claim her as your own, accepting her and your humanity, she is transformed just as you are. Then all manner of magic begins to arrive in abundant form. Look for the beauty. Pisces, my friends, this is a beautiful, magnificent, magical message for you. I know that this message probably was not what you wanted to hear, but I do feel that what Spirit is really trying to tell you is that shadow work is needed for you here, Pisces. If you are interested in learning more about shadow work, please feel free to look down in the description box and go to my website. I do have a shadow book workbook that I personally have created, and I'm also doing a shadow work program. I've already started. I'll be starting my next one in January. So if you're interested and you want more information on that, please feel free to reach out to me at my email down below in the description box. Pisces, I hope that this message resonated with you. I hope that you got some amazing insight. And I really hope that you are able to take with you what resonates from this message and really allow your intuition to guide you on what the next best step is. Thank you so much for joining me, Pisces, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.